Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making cake pops, but not just any cake pop. These are going to have real strawberries in the middle. My daughter has been begging me to make her some, so I know she's going to be really surprised when she takes that bite and she tastes that strawberry in the middle. I've never made them this way, so I'm pretty excited to try it. So let's put on our aprons and let's get started. First step, we're going to prepare our cake mix. And you can use any flavor or brand that you prefer. I'm going to use this Pillsbury strawberry flavored one. And we're going to prepare it just like it says on the box. While our cake is baking, we're going to clean our strawberries. We're going to start off by removing the stems. Then we're going to wash them really good. Then we're going to pat them dry with a clean paper towel. Now that our cake is done, we're going to remove it from the oven and we're going to let it sit until it's nice and cool. Now that our cake is nice and cool, we're going to cut the edges around the cake. I'm going to take a regular butter knife and cut around the edges, just to cut off the hard parts. Now you can also cut off the bottom if you prefer, but I'm gonna leave it. And once we cut it, we're gonna take the middle section of the cake and we're gonna place it into a bowl. And once we have it all in the bowl, we're gonna do the fun part, which is crumbling it up. And for this part, you can wear gloves if you prefer. I'm just going to use my hands because they're nice and clean. And we're going to crumble it all up, but you don't have a lot of room to work with this bowl. So I'm going to transfer everything into a bigger bowl. And that's much better. Now we can crumble it all up. And once it's all crumbled up, we're going to add a good spoonful of frosting. I'm using regular vanilla. And you can use whichever one you prefer. This is what I had on hand, so I'm going to use vanilla. And we're going to mix it in with the cake mix. And once it's well mixed, we're going to start to prepare our pops. I'm going to start out by inserting the popsicle sticks into the strawberries. Then I'm going to place them on a cookie sheet that I lined with parchment paper. Now that they're ready, we're going to take our prepared cake mix and we're going to grab a good handful and shape it around the strawberry just like this. When shaping the cake mix on the strawberry, it did crumble, so I had to go back and add a little bit more of the frosting, and now it seems to be holding okay. So now I'm gonna shape the first strawberry, and once it's done, it should look similar to this. And now we're gonna repeat the process to all of the other strawberries until we're done, and then we'll go on to the next step. And once they're all done, we're going to place them in the freezer for about 15 minutes, or if you don't have room in your freezer, you can place them in your regular refrigerator for 30 minutes. And meanwhile, we're going to prepare our chocolate. I'm going to use 1 packet of these white shells. I'm going to place a small stock pot over medium heat. Then I'm going to add in the chocolate shells. Make sure you keep a close eye on them, stirring constantly. And once they're completely melted, we're going to remove them from the stove. You're going to need a small cylinder glass like this one, or anything that's cylinder shaped like this. I added 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. You can also use coconut oil if you prefer. Once you add the chocolate, make sure you mix it up really well. And now we're ready to prepare our cake pops. Now I'm going to take my first cake pop and I'm going to insert it into the chocolate, making sure it covers the entire pop. And once it's well covered, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to twirl it around a little bit just to make sure I have some of that excess chocolate off. Now I'm going to place it in a cupcake liner like this one. And then I'm going to decorate it with a little bit of sprinkles. You can use whichever sprinkles you prefer. I'm going to use these. Now this is going to give it a lot of color and a neat finish. And I'm going to place it down on my baking sheet, and I'm going to continue the process with all the other cake pops until we're finished. Now I do gotta admit, some of them did come off the stick because they were too heavy when I was trying to put them in there. So I think next time I'm just gonna not use the sticks and just cover them with the chocolate. But we learn as we go, right? It was a process, and it was a learning process for me as well. And now that they're done, I'm going to refrigerate them until the kids get home from school. I know they're going to love them, especially my little one, because she loves strawberries. And here she is enjoying her first cake pop. What do you think? Ooh, she gives it a big thumbs up. Mommy gets brownie points. Yay! I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to turn on the bell so you can get a notification anytime I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you another day for another recipe.